just leaving Corps Sands now and making our way up to the River Yalm. Just making our way over to the Yalm now. I believe it's in that corner over there. Here are the boats up. Bit lumpy. It's not bad. A lot of fog about now, haze. So we're just coming into the River Yalm. 3 metres under us as we come over the bar. Phyllis Anne is behind us. There's a little anchorage here we could go in, but we're going to go up the river. There's another one just the other side of the bar there. It's really pretty up here. No, don't turn yet. Jane's getting a bit nervous because things are getting close. And the River Yalm is open out to us now, so we're going to go up there and hopefully get on a pontoon.
Okay then. Yeah. I'll try tomorrow.
So just come in to the River Yalm. It's beautiful.
Staying here all tomorrow, and then we're going to Lund.
All these boats are behind us, more or less came in at the same time.
So we won't be moving. Not over.
We've missed it, Dartmouth.
Didn't go for it. Right.
Wants to escape.
I know, he keeps trying, doesn't he? Stay. It's going ashore at Newton Ferris. Dingy dot. And we're anchored up on the pontoon up around there. We took a walk around Newton Ferris and enjoyed the sights of the village. We only had a day in Newton Ferris, and then it was time to move on the following day.
And in the meantime, we are investigating some assistance over.
So we're just leaving the Yalm. Quite a nice day actually. There said wouldn't be enough wind to sail. We might be able to get the kite up and get going. Let's see. So, sea state's slight. Maybe even smooth. We're just going to Salcombe, which is 15 miles further up the coast. Sailing along, we just cleared Hillsea Point, and the wind's filled in a bit more from the direction we want to go though. But we've got all day to get there, so we're tacking across now, cracking across Bigby Bay. So I'm about there somewhere at the moment, tacking across here, and then we'll tack back up to get into Salcombe, which is up here. Got overtaken by a lovely southerly, a lot bigger boat than us. And the wind's filled in nicely now. About 14 knots, maybe 13 knots true wind speed. considering there's meant to be no wind today, or very little, I'll take this. And this is about as fine as this boat will point. So I'm doing about 3.5 knots. And we've got 10 miles to go to our destination. We're a bit more than that, we're tacking up. The main's not really doing much. I can't really get set any better than that. So most of the work is coming from the Genoa, but and we're going up to that far headland there where Salcombe is, just round there. So motoring along at the moment as the wind's dropped and it's right on our nose. And we want to get around this headland before the tide really starts to turn against us. It can be a bit early for going in for Salcombe. 1.5 is the minimum charted depth. Could squeeze in. So it's going to be 1.4 is minimum charted depth. It's 1.5 meters of water over when we get there. So we could creep in, but it says that it varies a lot, so we're going to wait a bit just to be safe. Hope Cove here, and I think this is called Bolt Tail or something like that. It's beautiful now. Spoken to Salcombe, they said give them a call on channel 14 as we come in, and then they'll direct us to what's available, either a mooring ball or a pontoon. It's £2 a metre at this time of year, so we're hoping we can get the pontoon to make it easy with the girls. So we're just coming round to Salcombe now. I love the rock formation here. And then we're going to go in up there. Got to stay fairly close into the rocks because there's a bar that comes across. Just check before we go in and make sure we've got enough water. We should be fine. And see if we can pick up a pontoon. Sailed a bit more, but we were getting pushed back by the current. So in the end we gave up, but we're in no rush because we can't go in till about now really. So we've just come in now to Salcombe, hugged the edge of that cliff line about 10 metres out, and now we're coming into Salcombe. Salcombe's ahead, just picking up the marker buoys. 2 metres underneath our queue when we came in. It's about an hour after high water on that inside. And Harbour Master's going to come alongside us and tell us what's available, either mooring, ball or pontoon. Salcombe's very pretty.
Just sending up 12 metre North Gap and a 11 metre North Gap up to go on to the southern end of C pontoon. If you're in the area, if you could point them in the right direction, please, over.
Yeah, we'll see. Just up at Source Sandwich, my bad.
So that was Harbour Master talking about us. We're not naughty cats, bless him, but it don't matter. And we're just coming in now. Phyllis Anne's got to go on the inside, and then we've got a raft up against her. So it's lovely blue skies and sunny when we came in here a few hours ago. This is Salcombe in the fog.
Right, all good. Right.
Hope it's not like this in the morning when we leave at 8. Be interesting getting out of here. Thankfully, the fog had cleared as we made our way out the following morning. I've just come out of Salcombe now, that's Broad Point. Nearly at that pop back there. Don't know whether you'll see it. It's underneath the water for a bit. It's going under and then coming back up. So making our way up to Dartmouth. The wind that was forecast has not turned up, so motoring again. We were hoping to sail, but hoping it fills in maybe. Catching the current up at the moment, and we're doing 7 knots. So we've got at least a knot and a half with us. And we're going up, round that headland, and then to Dartmouth. So, which is 12 miles away now. Love this coastline, all the rocks. Still heading up to Dartmouth, which is Nestle Point, I believe. You can see all the yachts in front of us. Hopefully the camera picks it all up. Everyone's come out this morning. One behind us over there, Phyllis Anne over there. There's another one, and then there's 3 motorboats that are coming out that are on the same pontoon as us, and they're going back over by the Isle of Wight somewhere. I can't remember the name of their port, but they reckon it will take them from here to Weymouth 3 hours, and they burn 100 litres an hour. So we're doing about 8 knots over the ground, or we have been. Doing 7 at the moment, just over. Occasionally we touch 8 knots. So we've got at least 2 knots with us. Maybe 2.5 knots of current. So this is Start Point. You can see it properly now, the lighthouse on it. I think this one's Nestle Point. Looking back down the coastline. Still having to motor, not a breath of wind, but still doing 7.5 to 8 knots. This one's obviously sailing ahead of us. Just watching these Risso dolphins as we're coming down to Dartmouth, jumping out the water. There's a few over there in the background as well, by that beach. Well, there's fins everywhere actually. Some over there. There's fins everywhere, look. Some over there. There's some there. Some down by that beach. There's a big pod here somewhere. Right, Hals. Just looking at the other side of Start Point. We are sort of sailing at the moment. Got tiny bit of engine in. Just be mindful of these fishermen. So sailing wing on wing. Dartmouth is just behind the Genoa. It's very light winds. We're only doing 3.5 to 4 knots. But there's no rush. Got slaps and sands over here. Looking back along the coastline. Start point over here. We were sailing along with this guy. He's obviously put his engine on now. So coming up on the entrance. So coming up now on the entrance to Dartmouth. It's just over there. I don't know whether you can see it. There's a sailboat coming out of the harbour entrance. Lovely sail up. So, joined by another boat. There's a few more sailboats enjoying it behind us. And we're going to try and get up above Ditcham, where there's an anchorage. See how we can make it through. It's just gone high water now. And we're doing 4.7 knots over the ground. So we've just come off sail right up to Megstone, which is just over there, Port Hanboy. And we're just making our way now into Dartmouth. The tide's just starting to flow out. But we should be good for where we need to go. We entered the Dartmouth estuary, made our way up the river. Dartmouth is a lovely town. It's very pretty and it's very sheltered, so you can understand why so many people keep their boats here. They've had to come all the way round because it's shallow in there, and we're going up here. I'm going up here where these boats are all anchored out, and hoping to drop the hook up there. This is our anchorage for the evening. Beautiful sunset. Just at the back of Ditcham, which is over that hill, and then tucking Hayes up that river there. Phyllis Anne over there, and the neighbour's just over there. Very peaceful. So we've come up to, I think it's called White Rock Pool, which is a bit further up the Dart. We were anchored down here. We've moved up here now. I don't think you'll see it very well with her. We're in 5.1 metres. And it's meant to drop 2. The lowest I've seen is 4.9, so it's tight, but it's a deep hole and it shelves quick. But very close in. Just got to keep an eye on things tonight. Phyllis Anne has got in as well. And this is about the extent of it, I would say. Where they are to where this boat behind us is. There's a hole here. And you can anchor here. It's a bit unnerving being so close in. But I hope we've done the right thing. Because the other one was a bit more exposed down the other. And then you've got Stoke Gabriel there. Coffee shop and everything. So I'm hoping we can go in there later. But it's a lovely anchorage. Hopefully we've made the right decision. And we're just off the main channel up. See a starboard and marker buoy up there. And there's the next one up there. And then that's all shallow in that side. So see how we get on. It's an absolutely beautiful morning this morning here on the Dart. Like a mill pond. Just getting the little tender ready. Go ashore. And go and do some shopping. So I've just come ashore at Stoke Gabriel. It's a little jetty that you can use up there. It's free for dinghies, anything up to 6 metres I think it says, and for 3 hours. Just walking along. Pretty little place. There's a coffee shop down here I'm told as well. So we're just having a nice coffee before we set off for the day. Stoke Gabriel. And this is the old milk pub.
No.
So we're just leaving our anchorage, and we're making our way to Torquay today. See what that's like. Heard good and bad reviews. We'll see what happens. It's very shallow here. So having to be careful. Just got 2 metres under the keel. So we're just following our track out. We should be fine, but we're not racing. Ditcham ahead, they're over the hill. We thought it was free above Ditcham, but it's not. But it's only £1.15 a metre, so cost us £25 something for 2 nights. So can't moan at that really, being such a pretty place. There's some wind coming in over the next few days, so we're going to try and see and bad weather, so we're going to see if Torquay gives us some shelter, and we can get on with a few little jobs that we want to get done and get ashore easy. But the Dart is beautiful. So just leaving the River Dart, And looks like we've got a bit of wind, so we should be able to sail.